from all walks of life.
Hi.
Hi, Kago.
You're looking lovely.
Thank you. You look sharp yourself. I've actually just been told that by one of my staff.
Asante,
Yeah,
Asante.
karibu.
Now, tell me, a rose can be a flower,
Yeah,
can be a color,
yeah,
or can be a past tense,
yeah,
but you're rose,
yeah,
and you're none of that.
yeah.
Who's rose?
Hey, Rose, I am so many things. I am, number one, I am a lover of people. I'm very passionate about people and about what I do, and I use beauty to empower, especially women. So like for me, I've been through a lot. So beauty for me is very personal. So being a makeup artist and a beautypreneur, like we call it, I use what I do to actually empower other people. So I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a friend, I'm a sister, I'm so many things.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, back kule nyumbani, in the bundus, what do you tell your grandmother you do in Nairobi?
What do I tell? Actually, it's very unfortunate. Both my grandmothers are dead. And my parents too. So, but they know I'm into beauty. Kitambo, they didn't know what I do. They used to say anafanya kazi kwa salon. But they know, everyone, my family knows I'm a makeup artist. They know I'm a businesswoman.
All right.
Yeah.
Ever gotten a chance to do their makeup?
My family? Yes. Very many times. I do makeup for my sister every other time. Unfortunately, most of my family is back in Meru. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, home is Meru.
Yeah.
Tell me about growing up in Meru. How was it like?
Growing up, I come from a family of 7. 4 brothers and 3 sisters.
Okay.
I'm the 6th one.
Ooh.
So, and the weird thing is they treat me like the firstborn. I don't know why. I think I'm like the punching bag of kila mtu. You see, like when you're in the middle child, like for me, people used to forget me. Like during meals, wangenisahau sikuli. So I think life imenifunza kukua tough. That's why you see, like I was a very shy child. Like in school, I used to sit at the back. Sitaki mwalimu aniulize maswali. So, you know, as you grow old, we are told adulting is no joke. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
I came to realize that later, and I had to toughen up. I had to just get out of my shell for me to be able to get ahead in life. So Meru, I love Meru with all my heart, because that's where my mom is buried, my dad is buried, and it's you see, the reason why I said I talked about my parents, because they were my biggest cheerleaders. That's why my family is. I find time to go Meru once in a while, and I am a Meru Mimi guy. I don't know, but sina asira, sinanga asira yangu mumeza. But my family is everything, because I have seen them go through stuff, and especially my mom. I keep saying my mom. My mom used to act like a single mother. She raised us by herself, let me say that. I love my dad to death, but I always speak the truth. But she made me the woman I am today. I saw her take care of us and the things that she did. She did not wait for anyone to, she did not wait for handouts, for people to do things for her. My mom is like a study 3 dropout, but she was so brilliant, the most brilliant woman I've ever met. When I think about Meru, I think about my mom.
And she remembers her transition to Nairobi City 18 years ago. Things were tough, and her mother recalled her back home.
So I didn't know it was a trap. So she sent me fare and I went. So after a couple of months, I was like, what? I'm not going back. You know, like I'm not going back. My mom was like, let's find something for you to do over here and then you can stay. So for me, I don't know how to stay without working. I don't know, and I know for me siwezi lalanja, sitakudanganya, siwezi lalanja. So what I did, for me I always see opportunities very fast. So at that time I remember it was around July. It was really cold, and my mom had like 2 easy support groups. So they used to meet on Saturday and Sunday, and every time I would see them sending people for charcoal. So I was like, if I started selling charcoal, would you guys buy? They were like, yeah. So I told my mom, could you get me like 3K from your chama and then I'll pay you back? My mom trusted me like, and she did. She actually got me 6K. I bought sacks and started selling. Of charcoal. Right. So I actually found out like where I could get them at the cheapest price. Within a short time, I was the supplier of my area. And that's how I came back to Nairobi.
Yeah, very heavy entrepreneurial spirit. From when you were way younger.
Yeah.
Could you trace it to anyone in the family?
Yes, like 2 people.
Exactly.
My mom and my bigger sister. Yeah, it's so weird because we are like very much the same. Like people tell me I'm hardworking. If you met my mom, you'll think I'm lazy. If like you walked with my mom in the streets, you could not catch up. She was like that, chap, 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 chap. Now my elder sister is a celebrity hairstylist in the States. That one I don't even know like what to compare her to. She's so hardworking, and I look up to both of them, even though my mom is dead. And I think the women in my family, like even my younger sister, she's the last born. She runs her own pizza business. She's actually right now the biggest competitor for one of the biggest pizza companies in Kenya. And look for I think the way my mom raised us, it's like as women, because for us, when you look at the boys in our family and the girls, we are very different. We are very different. And like for us, we don't wait for anyone to give us. We are not used to that. And that's because we saw our mom, like the way she worked, like she raised us, paid our school fees. Like my mom was she had so much faith. Like I remember at times we didn't have food and she was like, just have faith in God. Just as long as you have your hands, your legs, your eyes, you're good to go. And that's how I live by faith. And I remember my mom, whenever like I'm going through a tough time, even in my business.
Now that's very interesting because you now tell me you indulge in business almost from a very young age. Ever been employed?
Yes, I have. I have once. I was do you know Suzy Beauty? Suzy, I was so at Suzy Beauty, I started as a sales girl. Within 3 months was promoted to the retail manager. Within 5 months was promoted to the general manager. Because I work very hard. Actually, I think the reason why I decided to get employed, because I needed someone. People don't understand how important it is to have a mentor. Someone who does what you do and someone who's been there, done that, knows the ropes. So the reason I tied myself to Suzy Beauty, because she was the first Kenyan makeup company, and she's brilliant. She's the first Kenyan lady to have her own makeup brand. For me, that was a huge deal because it's been a dream of mine for the longest time. So me being tied to her was a huge thing because I wanted to know, like, how do you do that? Because I had the dream of having my own makeup brand for since I was like in Study 4. I dreamt of it. I prayed about it. Yes. I used to wear lipstick at Study 4. Actually, from my sister's salon. So my elder sister had a salon back in Meru. So after school, I would run, and then I would go, and then I won't lie, I used to steal her lipsticks. And I actually even told her, she laughed about it. So the one reason why I loved going to her salon is watching the before and after. You see, like she does hair. Yeah. So that moment when a woman will look in the mirror, she came with her hair looking a certain way, and then she looks in the mirror, she looks prettier, more confident. That smile, the way they react, for me, that gets me. It started from kitambo sana. I didn't know like that's what I loved, because I used to even take charcoal and put it on my eyebrows. Would take flowers, put it on my lips. When we were I didn't really understand that was my passion. I actually realized when I was in Study 4-5.
Mom is gone, but before she did, were you already established in what you're doing nowadays?
Not like now. Though I was still known and stuff, but not like now. She would have, oh my God, she would have jumped for joy. Oh my God, you have no idea. Like when my mom died, it broke my heart because she didn't get to see this. And I remember my mom used to call me at 9 a.m. every morning to pray over my business. Like every day until she died. Actually, the day that she died, that's when I knew she was sick. Because she called me, her tongue was very heavy, and I was like, can you go get checked? She was like, I just wanted to pray with you first before I do that. And then she had, what do you call it? She had an incident at around 3 p.m. And then after 3 days, she was gone.
And what does she remember about her dad?
My dad was strict. Like seriously strict, you don't understand. Like we each had a cane with our names engraved. Like if you kosea, he's like, go pick up you bring it and bend over and you get your 10 or 15 and then you go. That's how we grew up. Even the girls. Tumechapwa. Wow. Yeah, and you don't beat your hands. But if like you take something that doesn't belong to you, mikono ndi itachapwa. If you like walk into the shamba and do something stupid, migundi itachapwa. My dad, and he would hit anywhere. Sometimes he would hit anywhere. That's how my dad was. So my dad, I think it's the way he grew up. He grew up with Mama Wakambo, so he was really mistreated. So you bring that anger to other people. So we kind of, until his death, tulimuelewa, and we forgave him, and But my mom, it's so weird because my mom was strict, but ajawai kuchapa. As long as I have been alive, I have never seen my mom cane any of us, and we were most scared of my mom. Akisema by the uwezi. My mom would tell you just one thing, na hata kuchapa, and she won't threaten you, but you will do it. The way she says it, And every time, like, I would say the person who made us who we are is my mom. My mom.
One question, though, changed the whole atmosphere.
If mom was to come alive today,
Yeah.
what one question do you want to ask her?
Oh God. I would have two questions. Was she in pain? That really kills me. I'm sorry. It's really hard. That I have that question till today, because the kind of person she was, she didn't deserve to go in pain.
Everyone wants to eat, but very few are willing to go and hunt. The display of emotion on Rose Ntong'ondu is a perfect illustration of the honor she has to the woman who taught her how to hunt. That is her mother. We take a short break, and when we'll be back, we'll be listening to more of her story, and especially from the throne of her empire, right here from Makeup by Rose. Keep it right here.
You're watching Look Up TV.
She's built her name and empire from the ground up.
Well, let me tell you. You know, I keep saying, like, we train more than 100 students per month. Before Corona, we used to train like 150 and more per month. So now, like, when I was starting, it was tough. Because remember, at that time, you're trying to, number one, to sell yourself as an artist, and then number two, to sell your product, which is the makeup artistry part. Young people right now have it so easy. I don't understand why people don't make it, why people cannot, vumilia until you make it. So for me, when I started, it was pretty tough, because before there was no social media. No Facebook, no Instagram, no nothing, no LinkedIn, no nothing.
Yeah.
So for me, imagine I had to hawk my services. So I would make business cards and flyers and go around and giving them out. I've gotten in trouble with Kanjo. Nimeshikwa mara mingi hapa kwanza. I didn't know you're not allowed to give them out kama hazijastampiwa. So I've been arrested many times until so for me, I think I learned na dunia ndio imenifunza.
Can she recall her first makeup gig?
I actually started my job with 500 bob. Na hiyo siku kwa na hiyo 500 bob. Let me tell you how it worked. So from the Personal Care Institute, I met a lady who had a kit. She wasn't really using it. So when I got my first job, my first job, I went back to her and I was like, why can't I talk to her, hire the kit, and then, use it and then come back with. So now this is the problem. I didn't have any money. Sina hata so ya kumpatia. The only money I had ni fair. Ni fair. So I went to her and I told her, I'll give you my ID. You give me the kit. When I come back, I'll give you so she was like, I want 500 shillings. I was like, fine. I wasn't even getting a lot of money. Actually, I think I got that first job, I got 1,500. So I gave her and 500 bob. She gives me back my ID. I've done my job. So I did that for a couple of months, for almost a year, by the way. Until ikafika mahali, people are, binadamu kuna kaubaya suku anako. Until she akaona, anapata job mingi, she stopped giving me the kit. Akit was tough. But the good thing with me, I had saved up some money. So I bought Kidogo products. Unakumbuka ile paper bag ya green, iko na calendar. That's how I used to carry my 2 lipsticks and 2 brushes until, so with every job, I would put some money aside. I didn't really have an account. I would put some money aside, and I would give some to my mom, and my mom is very good at hiding money. And then I would come and then buy some stuff like that.
She admits to one fundamental challenge though.
if you don't have a name, you don't make money. It is tough even for my students. If you don't have a name, because there are so many things, people doing the same thing. So the way we make money is from the trust. Mtu amekuona, ame trust your product, ame trust what you're doing, you understand? And then that's how we make the money. Because you'll see, like, I have some clients that I've been serving for the past 12 years. Same client. And I've gotten like over 20 other clients from that particular client. Yeah, exactly. So my first job, that's how I started, with 500 shillings. And you know, that shows you actually don't need money to get started. You don't need money to get started. That's a problem with young people these days. Wanashindanga, Mom, I need 500,000. Mom, I need 200K. I need 100. Mom, Anna, you need to use your brain. You know, the good thing is God gave us a brain. You sit down. Like for me, sometimes I wake up at 5 a.m. and nakatu kwa giza. That's the best time to think. Like whenever I have projects, I want to do something, I wake up at 5 a.m. wakati kila mtu amelala, kwa giza tu mimi peke. Not even nothing. You just think like my plans, like what am I going to do? Like I'm stuck here. How do I get out of this? Yeah, like that. No, number one, clients will take advantage of you, especially when you're starting. They're like, si umeanza tu juzi. Like I remember the first wedding I did, unalipa so mbili. Can you imagine per person? Unalipa 200 bob, mwingine anakuja, they're like, hauna mark. They're like, jua hiyo mimi ndakupatia tu 150. And you take it because you know you'd rather not have that money, but na mimi kwa kichwa yangu nasema wewe ngoja tu. Utapata na mimi hapa mbele. Ngoja tu, yeah.
Initially, I'm sure this business was not sustainable.
Yeah.
Sustainable to run your life.
Yeah.
Probably run your family.
Yeah.
How was the hustle in Nairobi? What else did you have to do?
Ooh, don't even go there. But I thank God I went through that. And you see, like young women, we have a problem. Because wanogopanga, you see, like, there's a nini that I love, a quote that says, if it looks how, I'm sure you know what I'm saying. Ni kama kazi, kazi saa zingine ukanga, it looks like that. Nona, hata kazi ya makaa. But then let me tell you, people that sell makaa, unajua watu wa makaa venye wako na do. Let me tell you, unajua watu wa nyanya wa korogosho, by the way, those people have money. Look for those people on Sunday and see the way they dress and the cars that they drive. But you see, young people these days, they look at the glam part. And this is where Instagram comes in. This is where Instagram comes in. Instagram is all about the lie, all about the glam. Ile nguo amevaa leo. You understand? And I like, even in the business classes, I teach my students that some of those people are living very bad lives. They don't even have a place to sleep. Some of those people that you see on Instagram, by the way, watakutupa, it's usually fake. No, so young people don't want to work. You see, like for me, at first I said, when I started in the industry, makeup haikuwa really an industry. Hair was still there, but makeup was just makeup. Like I remember the first time I asked someone to do that, they were like, why should I pay you? Na naweza jipaka mimi mwenyewe eye pencil na lipstick. So for them it was just eye pencil and a lipstick. So for me, I had to go back. Nimeuza makaa, nimeuza nyanya, nimeuza vitunguu, nimeuza popcorn. Kwanza the popcorn part I sold for a long time. And I was doing that while still doing makeup. Like I would sell, you see, like popcorn inakuliwa wakati kuna baridi. So it would be like from around 2 p.m. to jioni. If I have I would get someone to shikilia me, I run, do my makeup job, I come back. So all this while, it was just to fund my makeup business, to get more money for products, to get more money ya kuongezea ya rent and stuff like that. Most young people don't do that. Yeah.
You used to put on your makeup?
Yeah.
Wear your makeup? Then unaenda kuuza vitunguu.
Saizo mimi na mama mboga. Oh my God, yes, I just remembered. I said I've been employed once, it's actually twice. It's that other one, I think I blocked it out of my mind. Actually, that was my first. So now, I was working in this beauty shop, though I didn't work there for long. Now, it was not in town, it was away, it was in Hurlingham. Oh my God, she was a monster, a beast, that one. Whenever I think about her, I want to be a better boss. You know? I remember, like, something about me she hated. So for me, my job was the makeup side. So it was a beauty shop with like the hair side, the makeup side. So some people were doing hair. For me, I was doing makeup. So we were like 3 people that are doing makeup, and I was the best. So now, I didn't have a name, nothing, but I loved my job. So I remember, like this one time a client came, and after I served her, the boss was just around. She was like, hey, this girl, you need to give her a raise. Do you know what she did? She shouted, Rose, by the way, ukimaliza, enda wash hizo dishes. Just to put me down. Yeah, they would make me, like she made everyone hate me. you see the way staff have to clean the place. They would make me clean the place 2 weeks in a row. Instead of everyone having like 3 days, it was terrible. And for me, I kept doing it, and I remember I did not even cry. I kept telling God, I know you're going to get me out of this. I know this is a stepping stone. For me, it was terrible, but a very good a lesson for me as a boss, because I would never want anyone to feel what I felt. I have always, and I will always carry it with me. And that's the one thing that I teach them, even in future when they are bosses, to never do that. Because it took a toll on my self-esteem. I was like, is there something wrong with me? Is there something that I did wrong? Like the next day I would go, the manager treats me really badly. I was like, now what did I do today? In my heart, I know I need this job, but I don't feel like. So one day I just woke up, and then I remember I took a shower, changed, and then I went back to bed. And I called the manager and I was like, I quit. I'm done. And I didn't have even rent. But I was like, that I don't want to die, because of you guys. I was like, that was the scariest thing that I've ever done.
Treat your staff like mini queens.
Yeah. Because they are. Look at them, they're so beautiful. And I love seeing them smile. I love seeing them happy. Like at the end of the day, I love seeing them dance. And I'm around, they're not scared of me. That's everything.
The Super Girls Squad. Of Makeup by Rose.
Yes.
Okay.
We are.
We've seen lots of your photos, lots of your
Videos.
lots of videos, lots of your dancing. Tunajua sana. 2 feet tunajua. But you actually look like you really enjoy your space, your working space right here.
Sure, we do.
Genuinely?
Yeah. Genuinely.
Rose, are you Papa?
Genuinely, yes.
Genuinely, yes.
Yes.
You've probably worked for a previous employer. Have you?
Yes.
Okay. What makes your experience different now under Rose? And I'm sure that would be probably very different for each one of us.
Yeah.
We can probably begin with you, Miss.
I have worked for others' employee, but I will never ever compare any of the people I've worked for before with Rose. One, her relationship with her staff is personal. She gets to know you to a personal level. So she understands you, she knows your good side and your bad sides, and she knows how to walk around everything.
Okay.
So that is a win-win for me. She got personal, she now knows me to a personal level, and that has made my work very easy for when I'm here, because I don't have to pretend to be someone else. I am just me, and she knows me, but when it's time to work, let's work. When it's time to free play.
So there's enough time to play as well.
Too much work without no play makes us so dull, so we have to play.
Okay. What has been your special moment with Rose?
Okay, I would say special moments. I think every day that she's in, it's a special moment because we get to learn from her, and also how will I put it? Like how we interact with her. It's special, and then when you're busy, when you're working hours, yes, and then like from 6 p.m. job area, working we get to like sit down, chit chat, then there we get to talk about the best of movies, the plans that we want for the company, also what we want to achieve in life. Yeah.
And they also go personal too.
It gets personal?
That's why she has said Rose knows as person. She gets to understand us individually.
All right. What happens when she's away? She's probably traveled. How's the ambience around?
Of course, we miss her most of the times, but she has already trained us on how to go about when she's not around. So business as usual.
When she's there,
when she's there, or she's not there. You know what
things
to do.
are done.
And you've learned to bond amongst yourself without her.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Okay, who comes up with all those crazy ideas that I see you guys going out for movies, you guys dancing?
All of us.
That is called six. You sit down and
Everybody just you brainstorm on everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Who's the most playful amongst yourselves?
Everyone, I think so.
Everyone in their own way. Everyone in their own way.
Yeah.
It's just
if you listen to Rose so a lot in her lives, anasemanga kuna kichwa ngumu, kuna ule mkao, kuna the playful one, the funny one, yeah. That's how we are. Sasa for us tumekuja combine hizo zote, najua Lynn, najua Marion, najua Tekla, najua Nancy. I know what she wants, I know what she doesn't like, as in so unajua mali utaingilia na mali kuna kale ka boundary unajua ufai kupita. So that's what Rose has taught us, tujuane
and respect each other.
And respect each other. So that's how it is for us.
Okay. Nana mwe kumbanisho naye. Anamsindanganye.
All of us.
Akikumbana naye.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
You kumbanisha mtu na hiyo smile. It's permanent.
People don't understand. Your staff actually own your business. You know, your staff actually owns your business. Because you see, sometimes I don't even show up. I don't even have to tell them anything, and my business still runs. But if you treat people and let them own the business, they actually take care of your business. Yeah.
Well, there's always a difference between when employees work for you and when they work with you. And that difference is what makes the client make you the preference.